J.R. Barnes, author and motivational speaker. Castell, thank you so much. Of course.
Amazing. I'm excited.
Yay! I'm excited too.
Thank you. This is good. This is really good.
Great. No, we are so happy to have you here.
Thank
yeah. So, okay, so you're 28 years old, right?
I am.
You have written two books. You're a motivational speaker.
Yes, we have
You're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You have a beautiful little girl.
Yes.
How are you doing? What is your secret? What's going on here?
Sleep.
Sleep. Yeah. Is that it?
No, I mean, time management is everything.
Okay.
Even when I was in college, I've just learned how to juggle a lot of things. So I paid through college. I was working. I was a new dad.
Wow.
And going to school and
Wow.
going to school full time, working full time, and then a full time dad. So
That's you're putting us to shame.
it's crazy, but it works.
That's amazing. I mean, it really is incredible. And you have just self-published a poetic story called
Yes.
Dinner Plates as Pot
Yes,
Covers.
yes.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is amazing.
Thank you.
So can you explain to us what is it about?
All right, so I'm raised in a Jamaican family.
Okay.
So it's a Caribbean take on just improvising.
Oh.
So growing up, my mom, who I love, that's like the center of my world.
Yeah.
Dinner places, pot covers. Whenever we didn't have actual pot cover, we used a dinner plate. And it did the same thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people feel when it comes to self-development and growth,
Yeah.
they feel like they have to look for some external force,
Yeah.
right? Something outside of them, right? So
Right.
it's just using what you got to get to where you need to be. It's two protagonists in the story, and it's love, prosperity, and it's fun. It's really, really fun. I have fun writing it. It's fun.
That's wonderful. So when people read the final page
Yes.
and they close the book,
Yes.
what feelings or thoughts do you hope that they are left with?
Tears.
Tears?
Yeah,
You're going for the
absolutely.
tears?
Tears for sure. Tears for sure. The biggest thing, the last chapter is actually called Go Indigo.
Okay.
Where it's actually the protagonists. It's him and her type of love story. They went into it and they actually end up going to the heavens and dying together.
Oh, wow.
So it's a take on just turmoil, self-realization, and then love and prosperity. So tears and motivation. It's amazing.
That's great. That is wonderful. So for any of our aspiring writers at home, because I know we have some, what was the self-publication process like? How does someone go about publishing themselves?
Yeah, from a practical standpoint, I actually teach self-publishing as well.
Oh, awesome.
Out with Wedco out in Bronx.
Okay.
In the Bronx. So biggest thing, first you had the research. So I looked at multiple things. So blurb.com. I actually end up going with createspace.com.
Oh, okay.
They're powered under Amazon.com.
Oh, awesome.
So the whole process is very rigorous. Everything is, I'm a self-starter, like entrepreneur.
Yeah,
I like my hands in everything.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing, you set pricing, you get the stores, so it's barnesandnobles.com, Amazon.com. So everything's hands-on.
Yeah.
You have to do your own design. So it's tedious, intense work, but once you get it done, you're like, I did this. It's
awesome.
Fun. It's super fun.
Yeah. So guys at home, anyone who's looking to write a book or get started, I mean, they can definitely take some inspiration for you because you've done it all. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So so in addition, like I was saying, to being a published author, you're also a motivational speaker.
Yes.
And I've seen your series on YouTube called Insights with Castell,
Yes.
and I gotta say, I watched a lot, and I feel like I gotta get my butt up and do something. What am I doing? I mean, what kind of fire are you hoping to ignite in people?
Yeah, I mean, it's being a self-starter.
Yeah.
You know, very being simplistic. The first step is the first step. Right? And I feel, you know, there's a sheeple mindset, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people feel, you know, I went to college. I did the 4 years. I went to business college. But it wasn't necessarily about job and going forward and stuff like that. The biggest thing was really finding it in yourself. So I don't really feel outside of like two other people who speak. It's like raw footage. So I go into passion, legacy, pace, not really caring. You know, I had a series also, you're not cocky or conceited, you're just confident, right? So I feel a lot of people use words to control you where it's your own mindset. So don't let nobody else mess with you. You mess with yourself.
Yeah,
you know? So
I like that.
That's the biggest thing,
I like
you know?
that. I like that. And something else I wanted to touch on too is finance. You know, and you know, I think a lot of us often commonly are struggling with money and how to get by. And you know, you talked about you paid your way through college. I mean, do you have any words of advice for anyone at home watching who is struggling to make ends meet?
I mean, this is perfect. So let's talk about practicality, right?
Yeah.
There's apps like Acorn,
yeah,
investment apps. You know, if I went to a finance school, I went to Baruch right in the city. we're taught different ways of building wealth, right? So it's not necessarily about a 401k or IRA or college investment. You have to, this compound interest, right? Darren Hardy has this book called The Compound Effect, which built on Albert Einstein, right?
Oh, great.
Compounding is like the most beautiful thing ever. So there's apps like Acorn. If you're a college student kind of struggling with your debts, you get your first 4 years free, waived.
Oh, awesome.
You can invest. It's roundups. I feel the future of wealth building and financing, it's really like stocks, investments, or starting your own thing and just finding your way, because New York's expensive. And everyone wants this lifestyle, you know. Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, I know that it's something that's it's real for a lot of people. You know, I've read that 45 million Americans lived below the poverty line last year. It's a lot. So knowing, having those resources and getting that inspiration, and lighting that fires is so important.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, how did you decide? Like, how does one become a motivational speaker? When did you realize, like, I could touch people?
I started in fashion first.
Yeah.
You know, people follow me. I had a blog, social media, like, this guy dresses nice. And I'm like,
you do.
Right now,
Right now.
Can we get, is it possible to get a close-up?
Can we get the socks with the shoes? Beautiful.
Maybe. I don't know.
There we go.
So
I've been looking at it. Beautiful. I'm sorry.
So I started in fashion.
Yes.
And people follow me like, yeah, fashion's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of substance there, especially on the back end, design, creativity, craftsmanship. But it was a little vain, you know. I'm an intellectual at heart, so I started with a blog called Philos Minds, where I used to just blog and write beautifully, right? I love lexicon, diction, I love literature. I lived through it, right? So it was inspiring people. It was like, oh my God, this is so good. So the motivational aspect to it, when I was growing up, I was raised in Harlem, like, quote unquote, impoverished, poverty.
Right.
You know, so people around me didn't have motivation, you know, peer to peer. You know, when we think about motivational figures, it's usually someone older, gray-haired, bald, someone far-fetched that we can't touch.
Yeah,
you know,
robes.
It's like, you know, like floating with their legs crossed. But you know, I wanted somebody you can look at. I'm approachable. You can reach out to me. And,
definitely.
You know, people around me, they needed it, so I'm like, why not be that person?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is amazing. It's important too, because I think a lot of us, like I said, we're just trying to make ends meet, get through the day, get to the next week, but it's hard to reach deeper and find that spirit again and that.
Right. I mean, ends don't meet.
Right.
You know, so,
exactly.
Like, it's really, we need practicality. You know,
Yes.
we need, you know, when we talked about finance or finance, based on where you're from, or
Yes.
where you went to, right?
Base or boss, right?
It has to be something practical.
Yeah.
Like, use these tools, you know, where people are dying and crying for that. So, why not?
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's great. And I think our audience is absolutely loving it. And I have to say, you know, we say that we call our audience sugar cubes, and you are now officially a sugar cube.
Well, no, there's one thing.
What's that?
If you recall,
Yeah.
is one of our sugar cubes' baby's birthday, Leanna.
Leanna.
So both of you have to
You
sing.
have to help me sing happy birthday to Leanna.
Leanna.
Will you do
And then
that?
you'll be a sugar cube.
Because I'm sure you can sing too. You got the whole. You got
So
everything going on.
all right, there's two types of birthday songs. We're doing a happy birthday. We're doing
I
that.
think
that's
we go
okay,
traditional.
okay.
I don't know any other versions. All right, you ready? You ready? Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leanna. Happy birthday to you and many more. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, she's gonna love that. Everyone else is saying happy birthday.
sweetheart.
And we got Connie Ford saying, can you show the book again?
Yes. This is the book. It's really beautiful.
It's
I love it. I love the concept. My mom, my mom grew up basically in poverty, I would say. I don't know if it was official, but that idea of making do and improvising definitely resonates with me.
Absolutely.
Keeping things.
Yep.
I got a lot of butter.
Yes.
The butter tubs. My mom won't let go of butter tubs for anything, and I think it comes from that life of improvising. So I love the message.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And so this is on Amazon.
Amazon.com,
Okay.
BarnesandNobles.com,
Okay.
CreateSpace.com.
Awesome. And that's the place where they can self-publish if
Yes,
they're
they
interested.
could.
Great.
Yep.
And is it an ebook as well?
It's just hard copies.
Okay.
Electronic. You could just get it, and then you're good to go. Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That is so exciting.
Thank you.
I hope you guys check it out. Dinner plates as pot covers. Go on Amazon. Go on YouTube. Listen to his motivational speeches. It's going to light you up. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm not doing enough now.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, thank you. The work you're doing is amazing. The message you're spreading is so important.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And thank you guys for watching. We will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. We love you so, so, so much. Remember, life is about the little things.
Yes.
Mwah! Bye.